All right, good morning and welcome back. Got another race in the Metroid Prime Randomizer Mentor Tournament. Today we got Bello versus LucariusLion. I'm pretty excited. This should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be. I know that these two players are pretty experienced Prime players, but not Prime 1. They mostly play Prime 2. Yeah, it was Lucarius who was in the finals of the CGC tournament. And let's just remind ourselves of their coaches, or mentors. We have Jay for Bello and Dace for Lucarius, I believe. Am I correct on this?
Yep.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, it looks like we'll be starting pretty shortly. They're both ready to go. This is a match I'm extremely excited for. Both of these runners are undefeated so far in the tournament, so this should be a nice, close, fascinating race. You have any predictions? Who do you think's gonna take it, Drake?
I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I believe the seed is going to somehow require Frigate Crash Site climb. It's been a big theme so far. It's been happening a lot quite recently because it was recently introduced into Logic to beginner, or changed to beginner. So the Frigate Crash Site climb. This means that if we get Ice Beam early, that is an option. And it's been there have been consequences this tournament. Quite recently, in fact.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I think it's a really good change. I think
agree.
it's switched things up a little bit. I think it has the same effect. I think part of the reason why I like it, it has the same effect as Root Cave, where it's like if you see two items early on that could mean something, it could just mean something in Overgrown Cavern.
I just like it because it takes the importance of Varia and Wave Beam a little bit away.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like we are starting, by the way.
Yeah.
So countdown should go soon.
I believe the race time is 1 minute ahead, so hold tight.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. This should be good. Good luck to both runners. And yeah, let's hope for no nonsense. No space jump in Fen Canyon. No bombs on Zoid. No vanilla ice.
Yes,
no plasma on Flaggles.
I much prefer gravity suit on Thardis required somehow.
Oh no.
If you, Malin, if you watch the last race, boy howdy, that one's Overgrown Cavern. That's yeah.
Yeah, this seed hash is incredible, by the way. Transport weed sack, I think is what it was. Perfect. All right, both runners are starting. They'll be making their way to Space Jump first, doing a quick scan dash. And we'll see what our first time of the run is.
A missile is a launcher, though.
It is a launcher.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll open up some pretty crazy stuff early game. Early launcher is interesting because that means you can go do Artifact Temple. You can check the bottom of Root Cave at Transport Access. If you get Morph Ball early, it means you can also go to Frigate Crash Site and do the NSJ Slope Jump to get the item. So people who have done CGC in the past are a little bit more familiar with this start because having that early missile allows you to do Artifact Temple and all that stuff. It's the same preset essentially.
Does it tell you anything that it's missile launcher and not just a missile upgrade? Because doesn't that kind of suggest that if it was a missile upgrade, then it might suggest that Hive Totem Loop is probably where you want to go.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm not 100% sure on that. Knowing where launcher is actually something I've recently started to understand more and more, like logic-wise. I think you are right on that, though. Some nice scan dashes from below. Looks
the
like
missile.
both players are going for Artifact Temple. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Training Chamber Access. Magma Pool. Transport Tunnel B. Security Cave. Life Grove. Storage Depot A and Mines. Not too terrible.
Not too bad, yeah. So power bombs, boost ball are the big ones. Power bombs will probably find an expansion. Boost
Well,
ball can be skipped. If I were to guess, these two runners would probably be the most comfortable doing that, but that's I highly doubt that we'll see that. Complex bomb jumps are not a thing in Echoes. Bomb space jumps are, but not complex bomb jumps. And if you fail the bomb jump in Life Grove Tunnel, then it's time for some complex bomb jumping. So I think they'll probably go for boost ball, but maybe not. Who knows?
I would argue, I don't think either of those runners will go for it. If we do end up in a situation where it's the last thing they need and they still haven't found boost ball, there's a possibility they could do is save in Chozo, take the elevator, go for it, and then kind of like do that repeatedly until they get it. But it depends on where we're in the game.
Yeah, it depends. Bello electing to skip Root Cave here.
Yeah,
that's interesting actually. Bello's mentor is Jay, and I believe Jay likes doing the Root Cave early.
Yeah.
He told me that in the last broadcast actually. I asked him specifically, do you like doing the Root Cave run here early? And he said, yeah, I think that's a good idea. So it's interesting. They're skipping that in this case.
Yeah, I think Lucarius is making the correct play here. I think
there's an artifact. Excuse me. Yes, of course. We literally just read.
Oh, it is an artifact, but that's right.
My apologies. Yeah, and there's the artifact. Yeah, okay. So now I like this play.
Yeah, I like this play better now from Bello. Now that I remember that's the artifact.
I wasn't paying attention to the plaza items. I saw beam combo on the half pipe, I believe. It looked something like that.
Yeah, the only thing I saw was on Vault Ledge.
Base jump. Okay, here comes a peak. I have no idea what that is.
Looked like a missile.
Yeah.
Sometimes
last time we thought it was a missile too, me and Jay, and then we were very, very wrong.
Well, the good news is going in, checking this item, coming back out, you can check it again if needed.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like we will get a second look on Lucarius' screen what's in main plaza. I'll try to pay attention this time. I definitely missed it the first time as well.
Instead of contemplating on something that's... But space jump early, so that means probably has to be something on... Oh boy.
Gravity.
Oh boy. Okay. That doesn't open anything up. Not yet, no.
Not yet, but that could be a thanks I hate it moment, so we'll see how that goes on.
Yeah.
Does give us a little bit more durability early on. If we get Varia and Wave, it could mean start pointing towards Stardust, but we'd also need Thermal for that.
Yeah.
Looks like Bella's pretty confident in knowing what that was. I think we missed what was in main plaza again, by the way.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Bello, you're scaring me.
That would cost 5 full minutes if we died there. That would be very, very bad. I think Lucarius is only just behind because of that Root Cave play. Alright, let's see if we can see what this is.
Yeah, and the long, like, just long term, it won't really matter too much because eventually Bello will have to go get that artifact anyway. So I'd say they're pretty much even at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a beam combo. Ice Spreader's nice to get.
Yeah.
Also, is that an ice beam?
Our restream. I've heard many commentators complain about. Hold on, what is this check?
Spider ball.
Okay, that
is plasma.
Yeah, I've heard commentators complain a lot about the restream quality. I understand now. I understand now what they're talking about. Okay, plasma beam again doesn't open anything because we don't have extra grapple for Harbor Chamber.
Yeah, if we do get bombs and Varia, it could point to... Never mind. There's ball. But yeah, if we get bombs and Varia, it could point to Fendrana. That's usually the only check early on that I think of when I think of plasma.
Main PB. Oh my goodness. Huh.
Main PBs is interesting. There's a lot it could mean. Sometimes it means going to Magmor. Sometimes it could, in conjunction with boost, mean some stuff in Chozo. I will say it is kind of nice not having bombs yet, but getting main PBs means you can actually do bomb checks and not have to double back so many times.
Now, I don't think bombs has to be next because again, if ice shows up, then frigate crash site climb is an option. We have bombs, we have missiles.
I mean, something pretty scary to think about is based on the items we have so far. We're 2 items away from Thardus being in logic to have bombs.
Yep. And if it happens again this tournament, I will.
Mentors are Jay for Bello, and I believe Dace is on for Lucarius.
Yes. And the person who rolled the seed was, I believe, Reed. Is that correct, chat? Reed's in the chat, yes. If you can confirm with us. We're just guessing here.
Yeah, we need to know who to guess. There's Mario, by the way.
Okay. No, I'm a disciple of Sam, so when I see Varia and Chozo, I think it's bait. And I would prefer to stay in Chozo as long as possible.
Yeah, it's...
What do you prefer? How do you read Varia and Chozo? Like, what makes you want to go, okay, I'm going to go Magmor right after I get Varia, and what makes you go, no, that's bait?
It largely depends on the items I have and the spot that I get it. Getting it here, like in Watery Hall Access, usually I try to clean up a little bit more because you're already here. You might as well do some checks, especially with Power Bomb and some of the other things you have. Gravity and Space as well allows you to check Watery Hall pretty easy. Mm-hmm. And knowing some of the other items that are already in here, like, Spider's here, so finding supers might help. If you were to find it earlier, though, and had bombs and plasma, that kind of, hints towards wanting to go defend. So it's all dependent on the items you have, how early you get Varia, and if you can make, a save split.
I only really dislike thinking it's Magmor if it's really early in Chozo. Chozo has a lot of checks. And I don't like being okay, well, I just got Varia, I'm going to go to Magmor and not really consider the amount of items you're actually going to be able to check with it. That's when I usually disagree. Otherwise, I know what you mean. It can get a little complicated whether or not you want to go somewhere or not. Yeah. And plasma for early Fen is a lot. That is a lot. So
the interesting thing here, too, is they have power bombs, which means you can make the play of going through Lava Lake and do the entirety of Magmor, not really missing anything except for, Lower Warrior Shrine, unless you want to do the one-way.
They don't have TTA, though. Which is kind of awkward, actually. So I'm guessing we're saving because we're gonna do Zoid.
Yeah, that'd be my guess as well. Looks like Lucarius is falling close behind Bello. We'll be doing pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
If one of these made a Magmor play, I wouldn't hate it. I think the thing that makes most sense right now, since you're deep, is to do Zoid, do the save split. If you don't find it, then it's more logical at that point to either decide to go to Twin Fires via save warp, possibly check Crash Site as well.
Yeah. If Zoid is bombs, I think this turns into a more standard seed where we just do a little bit of Chozo cleanup and then we go to Magmor. Pretty standard. But if it's... What could it be that would make you go, okay, we have to do something? I can only think of Ice Beam.
Ice Beam would be weird.
Wave Beam maybe, just for Tower of Light, but that doesn't... Otherwise it doesn't do much, I don't think. Oh, well...
Reminder that after Zoid, if there's no bombs, they have to reset.
Yeah, I meant they find something for Crash Site.
For your Crash Site.
Or Root Cave? No, they don't have...
because Lucarius is doing Frigate Crash Site. If Lucarius finds Wave, a Magmor play might be really good. Because you can get to the backside of Magmor. You don't have Thermal yet, but having access to Fen early, having Wave, having Plasma...
If Lucarius finds Ice, I'm gonna buckle laughing. That would be incredible.
We'll see what it is.
Oh, please. Oh.
It's just the missile. There's still a chance to go for Twin Fires, which Lucarius might do.
Twin Fires is in logic with, well, if you have wave. No, sorry. Going workstation side is in logic if we get wave, right? Because of the gravity, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I would actually recommend for anyone wanting to like learn this game and get better at it, there is a scan dash you can do in Twin Fires. It's technically intermediate, but I actually don't find it that hard. There's a standable spot. You do the scan dash, and you can get across without Spider Ball. You can do it with Gravity Suit as well, but dipping in the lava is jumping out. I sometimes struggle with and take more damage than necessary.
Okay, so it looks like it's just going to be Magmor without bombs. And both players are going that direction.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know where Bello could go. I guess Frigate Crash Light, quick check, and then off the Magmor.
That would be my assumption. If you didn't want to get the Frigate Crash Site check, another powerful play might actually be to go Lava Lake, because you can basically wrap through Magmor normally and do all the checks that way. Then have the option of either splitting off back through Twin Fires or to Fen, whether you find bombs or not.
Did somebody write down the artifacts? Someone's asking in chat. We don't have anything spicy. They all seem to be pretty good. I think Life Grove was the most... Life Grove and then a small one in Mines that were the most spicy, I think.
Yeah, we had one of the securities, or I can't remember what they're called. One of the checks in Mines. It's either the grapple check or the flamethrower check. Can't remember the name of the room. But yeah, there was one in Security Cave, but also in Farfen.
We only need one item now for Life Grove. We have our main PBs. And I guess ice, but yeah, we need ice anyway. Sturgy will be okay.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up. So yeah, it is the flamethrower check.
Because we do need plasma, which we have, so.
Oh, supers. That means there's Spider Ball.
Spider. So upper dino. Oh man. Wait. Okay, so bombs, super spider. Ooh, how do you wrote that?
Bello's doing this the way I thought they would too. They're going through Magma Pool or Lava Lake.
I think I like that more.
Me too. I just like the cleanup route better because you're going to the fork to make the choice as opposed to coming back from the fork.
Oh, and then that opens up both sun chambers after we get bombs, which are there. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Oh, that opens up. Which direction do you go? Fen? Do you do Chozo? Cleanup? Do you? I have no idea. I guess the question is, do you skip Sun Chamber and Upper Dino? And that's like, you're like right there, so I don't know. This is tough.
But here's the thing: is I don't think Lucarius went through vaults. So I don't know if Lucarius knows their supers are there or not, or maybe
I mean,
Lucarius
generally,
did.
I just mean in general. I think Bello right now is. I think Bello knows more. Like I don't know what Bello does after they find bombs over there in Fire Shores.
If I was Bello, I would go back to get Spider Ball. It
but
is
I mean,
a
what do you
tricky.
do after that?
That's a good question. That I don't know.
Because you get the supers, and it routes nicely into Flagra, but it's also Flagra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's faster now because of Miguel's wonderful work, but it's still Flagra.
Yeah, it's iffy on what you can do. If you feel like doing both the checks, you can do reverse Flagra since you have supers and Spider after getting it in Vault, and it's a kind of good spot to do it. And it's all the decision of whether you want to do that first or go to Fen. I think the strong play here is to go to Fen first since you're already on the way, and then go back and do those checks, picking up Spider Ball along the way. Because you can still do a visual check of both the Spider Ball checks in early Fen.
Yes.
If bombs were early, like if Bella went down and bombs were immediately in Lava Lake, I would just straight up turn around. But since they're all the way down in Twin Fires, that makes things kind of dicey.
Yeah. And you get the Fiery Shores, and then you turn around and do TTA in Defend. If you want to, it's kind of weird to leave that TTA check when you have bombs.
I hate that check. I'll be honest.
You'll probably go there eventually. Like it's unlikely that you're gonna, but it's just it's awkward. You don't want to do it. It's not ideal.
I think the play here, since you don't have wave and that limits you, is to clean up Magmor, go to Fen, do early Fen, And then if you don't find wave, go back, grab that spider ball, clean up Chozo until you find wave.
Yeah.
Because at that point, since early fen is done, you can go through Tharda's side and kind of clean up from reverse, since you have to do far fen anyway. Very nice movement by Bello, by the way. Opting to not check lower warrior shrine. Oh, they don't have bombs yet, right? All right, what do you think? So Lucarius is heading back to early Magmore. Is Lucarius going to push through, go back to Chozo?
Wait, Phazon. Did we miss something? Sorry, I was responding to someone in chat.
Oh, we did get
Lucarius have
Phazon.
Phazon?
It might be lower warrior shrine.
Ah, okay. Okay, okay.
Would be my guess.
Okay, that's... All right. Goo Goo Gaga seed right now. Baby
Oh,
seed.
Phazon was root cave.
Oh!
Good to know.
Oh! Well, Bello's gonna have to go there eventually.
All right, Lucarius, what are you doing? Lucarius is going to fen. That makes sense. I agree with this play.
Yeah.
It's check density. You already have plasma. So there's nothing you can't look at. And then worst case, you don't find wave, but you have the first half of fen done and don't have to retrace your steps there. It's like Bello's going to be kind of doing the same thing. We're probably going to meet up here and be pretty even, because Bello's going to do Warrior Shrine and wrap around, and Lucarius is just basically running up and going to fen. So unless Bello turns around and does Root Cave, we're going to be doing the same thing at the same time.
Does Bello or does Lucarius have the info on the supers?
That's the only thing I'm not sure of.
I don't remember them checking Vault.
Yeah, because they didn't go through Magma or Magmore the normal way, but they might have, when they originally did the loop, go through the Morph Ball hole and come out Vault side. I don't remember if they did that or not.
Yeah, let's see what early fen has. So we have Shorelines, and then Shorelines Tower, or Shorelines Lighthouse. Nothing on Shorelines. I cannot see what is in that control tower, or Lighthouse, excuse me.
Yeah. Looks like neither can Bello. We'll get a better look at it. Oh, maybe.
Kind of looks orange, kind of look like a missile. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just a missile. I really like Bello's movement, by the way. Throughout this whole seed, I've been taking mental notes. There's been some really cool stuff to walk back and look at. A lot of this bunny hopping is really nice. So for anyone else in the tournament, might be worth it to go back and watch Bello's videos to pick up some movement tech.
Do we do Chapel here? I know some people are... Well, we have Plasma, so... It's... Oh, there.
Oh, there's wave. You need Spider. Okay.
Oh, okay. Save warp
Okay.
immediately. I kind of feel like you just save warp immediately. And just go to Chozo, get Spider, get supers, get wave.
Yeah,
But-
I guess you could. The other thing to consider is, oh yeah, I guess you might as well, because you can lockpick to do Chapel side, and you can do both
Yeah.
checks.
I guess you could do that as a quick check, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
So Bello's doing a
Great
play
team.
that I actually don't hate. He's gonna go check Fen Canyon, come back, possibly do Chapel, then save warp, and then collect crap.
yeah, I... Okay, yeah. Just the save warp immediately. I'm disagreeing with myself now. Just check these. These are two checks. You're not going to come back here. It's very unlikely, considering Chapel's completely open. And if you want to get to Farfend, you have the better elevator. It works.
Yeah, I do like this play actually,
Yeah.
because you could honestly do it either way, but I think this sets you up better just by checking, because you already know the routing path you're going to do afterwards, so you might as well keep doing checks because you're still looking for items.
And I think the fact that Lucarius doesn't know where supers are, or if they don't know where supers are, won't be a problem anymore, because they will route the same way. I think. I don't see why having supers, or like knowing where supers is, would change how you route this.
The only thing that might be tricky is if Lucarius doesn't know supers are in vaults, they might go check other things in Chozo first. Well, actually, there's not really much else you can do. I take that
Yeah.
back.
You would do...
The only thing you could do is like lower furnace.
I mean, you're there, you should just probably check it. right?
Yeah.
If they don't, that's probably a hot dog. Not doing chapel. By the looks of it. Unless they did it so fast while I was talking. No, it looks like... Okay. Kind of risky, but I guess we're coming back here anyway. To get wave, so...
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
No reason not to. It's just like if you know the lockpick and there's an item there, you can grab it. But like if you're just gonna come back with wave later anyway,
Yeah.
there's no reason to do it if you don't have to.
Now does Lucarius do this? Nope, also dropping down. And we're just checking for your crash site now because we didn't do it earlier. Okay.
Ooh, Lucarius is gonna go chapel.
Okay. So this... I don't see how it could make a huge difference.
It could be if Ice is here. That might make things kind of funky if Lucarius doesn't know where supers are.
Yeah, the Echoes players are OP. Like, it's incredible to me that Cestron is considered a mentee. That is crazy.
Yeah, the bunny hops on both sides have been absolutely nutty. Like, this movement's been really good, especially from Bello. I've been very impressed.
Yeah. Just the fact that you've played a Prime game before is already, like, helpful enough. You know to walk around with holding L. You know that dashes are a thing. You're just comfortable with the general movement, right? Even some out-of-bounds knowledge sometimes is not as scary as a fresh-faced beginner. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Audra. That's what I mean.
I just realized I don't know about you, but I have not been paying against chat that well because this seat's been absolutely nutty and been going at 100 miles per hour.
That's why I've missed things, because I looked at chat. It's doing really fast.
For anyone joining us, this is in fact the 2024 Metroid Prime Mentor Tourney. This is, I think, our last match of week 4. We have one more week of Swiss rounds before we go to the bracket stage.
I missed what was in Chapel. It didn't look like anything.
Yeah. So I think Lucarius would have done the lockpick. Bello grabbing those supers will probably grab Spider right after, and I imagine this is where the split could be interesting because, yeah, you could go straight back to Fen to grab... Oh, what was the item that was over there? Wave. Go back, grab Wave, or you can clean up checks in Chozo. So there's not like a whole lot to clean up. I don't know. I think it makes sense to just go back to Fen.
Yeah. I think as soon as they pick up Wave, we should have a good idea of where they are, because their routes have been kind of like similar, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
We're not exactly sure, especially considering Lucarius decided to clean up early Fen before going back for Spider. Wait, I only saw Bello check the tree. Surely Lucarius checked the tree.
I'm pretty sure.
Estreon would be furious. Like, we can't have that.
Yeah, as far as Fen cleanup checks, the only thing that Lucarius has done that Bello hasn't is just Chapel area. The 2 checks up there. So Lucarius will probably grab Wave, go do those checks, and then I would assume go to Labs.
Yeah, Labs is really dense with his checks. And we have supers, so it's not like we're gonna even have to screw around with the peak for Research Lab Hydra. Which can be tricky if I remember correctly. You have to do some weird morph movement and setup.
Nice R jump.
Yeah, Ice Runes East is Wave.
Heading up to top Root Cave, grab that Phazon suit.
And there's the Super Missile for Lucarius.
Yeah, this would be perfect. I think even if Lucarius didn't check tree, which I'm pretty sure they did, they should know to go there immediately after getting the supers.
Yeah, so far it seems like, well, I'm not sure if Bello actually has been executing better, because Lucarius made a few route poor route decisions, like doing Root Cave right at the start, which
Mm.
drains a lot of time, like a lot of time. And then also they routed Magmore a little differently, so we're not exactly sure how they compare yet. At least I can't get a feel for it.
Honestly, that's
But-
probably the biggest mistake in the run. I agree with that. Is that early lower root cave? Because if you know it's an artifact, you might as well just come back later when you have space and you can do all the checks at once.
And Bello all had like just drive by and picked it up. So I wonder how much the difference in Magmore routing made because Lucarius had to backtrack from Lava Lake, whereas Bello only had to backtrack from Fire Shores, which is probably a bit faster.
This is what
They
I'm
go to
saying,
Fang.
man. The Lava Lake play is good.
Yeah. Interesting, this method of going around, yeah, this is a nice one. This is a relaxed one. I believe the faster way would be to do some goofy dashes under the main center of the monitor station.
Mm. The movement is super
you're
clean on
Sam-
all those standables, though.
And if you're Sam, you do some lunatic dashes, like just goofy bouncing dashes.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe there's one where you go to like the first standable, you turn around, and you can just literally do a combat dash off one of the puffers straight up to the bridge.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one from the normal entrance, the Lava Lake side entrance. You
Yeah.
jump up, dash straight to the bridge. I've been learning that one. It's kind of hard. Okay, so if Bello continues in defend after picking up wave, then I don't like the Canyon Cleave. Because then we're going that direction anyway. But well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
trying
what
to
else you
think
do.
of
What do
what
you
item they
save
would've
warp? I don't
gotten.
save warp Tower of Light. Like no, I don't. Unless like there's some gigabrain idea of like, yeah, I think that was just probably a mistake. Thinking about it
Yeah.
to clean up Canyon and Ice Runes West. A minor one. It's not a big deal, but yeah.
I don't hate it though, because you could find like Ice Beam or something, or if you find a
Would
new
that change your
progression
route that
item.
much? You still need to
Oh,
go
I
back
don't
for
think it
wave,
would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would have made more sense to, as soon as you knew Wave was there, just to save warp and grab the items, because you're going to be going through there anyway with Wave. The only thing that possibly changes up is if you get Ice Beam. I think that's literally it.
I would have been fine with just clearing Chapel, because it doesn't make a difference whether or not you do it now or later, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's pretty much the same amount of time.
yeah. So now it's the classic Ice Beam hunt,
My
I
favorite.
believe. Ice Beam
I-
and Boost Ball.
Yeah. Boost Ball being Go Mode item is not
Yeah.
my favorite. We don't have any visors either. Not that we need any, I don't think.
I think they're comfortable enough.
Yeah. Just something to note, though. If one finds it optionally later and the other doesn't, it could speed up final bosses a little bit for one or the other.
And oh my god, like, Lucarius is like gonna catch up, I think, here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I think they're just ahead now. By the looks of it. Oh. What are we doing here?
Didn't Lucarius already do Chapel? Oh, they didn't know
There's
lockpick.
an
There's an
item.
item here.
Oh
It's
my,
Boost
it's
Ball.
Boost. Okay.
Lucarius opted to not do the lockpick? Interesting.
We just assumed because there's no lockpick that they didn't. Maybe they just don't know. Maybe they didn't have PBs?
Maybe they didn't save before it, so it would have been risky to go for it.
Mm.
Because if you mess that up, you're soft locked.
And we got bombs kind of late, so we probably burned a bunch of PBs as well. That might be a possibility as well.
Either way, we're
Or
still
like
even, which is kind of
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will see a power bomb used on Sheegoth right here is the fastest way to kill.
Yeah.
There will be something interesting here. So they both have 4 power bombs because they have main PBs. Bell's already down to 2. That's going to be something to watch for, because if they have to do Thardos, it's good to use PBs there. But after doing all of Fen, usually the play is to go into mines, and you want as many PBs as possible going into there. And getting PB drops in Fendrana is extremely difficult. So that's going to be something to watch going forward that may speed up one player or the other if they're basically even. So as you can see, Lucarius has 3 instead of Bellows 2.
Although I know that the setups for getting the powerbomb for the first rock is pretty easy. The powerbomb for the last rock is pretty easy. But for in between rocks, like every other rock, there isn't, like, speedrunners rarely have more than 1 or 2 powerbombs for that fight, so setups haven't really been found, at least consistent ones. So, and if they are, then I doubt these runners are gonna know them.
For Thardos?
Yeah, just to make sure that the powerbomb hits, because I've seen plenty of times runners in those middle phases where there isn't like a clear setup for it, for when they drop the powerbomb.
I think you do it exactly when the lightning starts.
I know that applies for the last rock. I don't know if it applies to every rock.
Yeah, I think people don't do the middle one because it's only 1 rock hit essentially. Yeah. I think most people do it at the very start because you get 2 in the very end because it just ends the final phase.
Yeah.
So it's the fastest ones to use. So I think it's less about timing and more about.
Don't some of the rocks have more HP than others?
I think the only one that has more HP is just the final one.
Yeah. So I think Y 100% bombs that one, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't remember actually. Maybe
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I would assume Bella will make a save here, so that way if Ice Beam is not in labs, you can just save warp if there's no important items here.
Is there an artifact in labs? What was
I do not think so. There's just one at the far end of Fended Security Cave.
Life Cove. Yeah, no. Okay. So the save warp shouldn't be costly. If there's like, I guess maybe. What would you not want to like reset out of? X-ray? Like if you found X-ray here, would you not reset out?
Depending on where I found it. There is something you can do as well. Like if you find an item halfway through labs, you can save at observatory. And then just do the same thing there and do a save split there, and that doesn't eat up too much time. If I were to find it at the very, very end, or maybe somewhere after observatory or something like that, I might just say screw it and then pass on it. If I find thermal, that's much easier to pass on. X-ray is a little bit more iffy because for all you know, OP has something you need for progression. Obviously not here because it looks like the only thing we're missing is Ice Beam.
And if we find nothing in labs, I'm guessing we just go straight to Tower of Light. Unfortunately.
Was there an artifact there?
No,
if we don't find Ice Beam.
We don't find anything here, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we do go to Tower of Light. That's a good play, actually. It's back to Chozo.
I think it's the only other checks that there are, right?
You do
workstation, I guess. And Thardos.
Yeah. Thardos needs thermal to be in logic.
Ah, okay. Workstation, no.
Yeah, so I guess the play would be to go back and
we can't
do.
Go to mines. No,
yeah, you need ice for that. So the play would probably be to go back and do Chozo cleanup, which will consist of Tower of Light, furnace, upper furnace, crossway, all that jazz. Did you have wave beam? You can do far Chozo, and then also both the sun chambers.
Also, training chamber. It's not in logic, but you can do it. I think I'm guessing they're comfortable enough with the dash.
Yeah, comfortable enough, and there's a save nearby.
Yeah.
That'd be like the last thing I checked though, because you need grapple for that to be in logic, and there's not many locations left for grapple to show up.
And once you find ice, you're in go mode, pretty much. So.
Yeah, best case scenario, they find ice and can push all the way through, go straight to security cave, and then start cleaning up from there. And there it is.
Jet Seed.
All right.
Jet as heck.
They're both in the same room too, so this is literally going to come down to who does better routing and movement from here. They have the same tools, same setup.
All right, let me find the list. Can someone post a list of artifacts again? I think they're two. Oh, I found them. Okay. Oh well, they're going to read them. All right, we can read them now. Security cave, train chamber access, life grove, storage play. Okay, so do we do Fen, then go to mines, then save warp? Chozo, save warp, finish the game? Is that
I
your
think
route?
the best routing I would do for this is get security cave, go to mines, get that save warp, do life grove, go through the backside of Chozo.
Life
That's
grove
what I
is
would
for
say,
that one.
but there's arguments for either direction. I just like going backwards through Chozo if you have the option to.
Also going to see drive-by checks, X-ray, and thermal will save time, so just in case we see it, we're going to pick it up.
And because this is a faster state, another thing the note is they do have ice spreader, so they're going to be wanting probably a couple more missiles. So I think Bello's currently at 75, which that's pretty good with ice spreader. But if they're anything below that, they may opt to pick up a couple extra missiles. Like Lucari's at 65 right now, so if you see a couple free ones to grab, that can make EXO a little bit faster.
Both players going straight to security cave.
Also, this is Flarfen with both gravity and boost ball. This will be quick. Very nice.
Yeah,
one
I
of
think
opting to do a
without
scan dash, the other one opting to do combat dash. Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can tackle this room. I think whoever wins this, it's literally going to come down to movement and who ignores the most checks.
Yeah. I think their mentors are going to be disciplined enough to just say nope, skip checks, skip checks.
Yeah, don't
And
even.
I think
look
they're
at them for the most
experienced
part.
enough randomizer players in general that I don't think that would be an issue. I think it'll just come down to execution.
Which I'll have to be honest, I think I have to give Bello the edge on that.
Yeah, right now.
Their movement's been a lot cleaner through a lot of these rooms.
Yeah.
They both, since they do not have grapple, will be going through this room grappleless. So they'll be doing a cool slope jump. You just saw it on Bello's screen.
Yeah.
In order to get to the top off the tree.
The legendary Farfin branch. Remastered players.
Ooh,
Shield
Bello
rise.
going for the spicy slope jump. Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Baha. This is a jet seed, Baha. A very, very jet seed.
Yep. For anyone just tuning in, we are in go mode. They're both basically even in Farfen, and it's just going to be cleanup for 4 artifacts. One in Mines, one in Life Grove, and Magma Pool. Where's the last one? Magma Pool, Security Cave, Life Grove. Oh, we just got Security Cave, so Life Grove. I've lost track. One in Mines, one in Talon. Oh, there's 2 in Mag. Oh, yeah, because we got training chamber access. That's right. Or is it training chamber itself? No, it's training chamber access.
Okay, save warp. Okay, does Lucarius save warp or does
Interesting.
does he go to mines?
So Bello, I think, is going to opt to do probably Chozo into Life Grove and then do bar skip.
Yeah,
would be my
Draxus, but
assumption.
it is a pretty game. Boy, howdy. That is a pretty game. Oof. They did a great job on that game.
This is a very interesting play by Bello, not what I was expecting. Personally, my
Is Lucarius
confidence,
doing the same thing?
possibly,
Yeah, looks like it. Going for the safe station.
both confident in their bar skip, it looks like.
Because it is early mines. That's where the artifact is. What was it? Storage Depot A? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is upper mines, so getting bar skip would be faster.
Yeah.
Yep, Bello does have a slight lead, it looks like, but I don't think that's make or break. Like, I mean, we could. This literally could come
Lucarius
down
is
to
going to the
bar skip.
back, though.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, I like this play because if you're gonna have to go through far Chozo anyway, doing it backwards is so much faster. You can just unlock the gate, not have to unlock the wave gate.
Yeah, but magma pool though. How do you
Yeah.
route in magma pool?
You go backwards Chozo to Magma Pool, I guess.
And then you go to mines from that? That's kind of awkward.
Yeah, but going back's a lot simpler since you already have it unlocked.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the dash. Comfy. Good. Real comfy.
I still think Bellows is probably faster.
Yeah. Okay, just Life Grove and then mines and then we're yeah, I kind of like this actually.
Ooh, Bellows doing the standables, nice.
Bar skip is a good trick. A very good trick. I understand it's the way it's been described to me is that it's hard, but like even if you aren't comfortable with it, you probably can get it eventually. So it might even
Yeah.
be worth it sometimes.
It's one of those
It's definitely
tricks
worth it
where
to learn it at least. Is what
Yeah,
is what I've heard.
if you learn the trick, you can kind of smash your face into a wall until you get it. It's kind of like
Yeah.
one of those tricks.
And it is powerful enough to save that time even if you just lose 2 minutes trying it.
Yeah, so this is what I was just thinking of. Since you have to go through so much of Farchozo, Bello's gonna opt to actually go backwards. And go through the opposite way. So that's what gonna be the key difference here. Is Lucarius will probably go backwards through Chozo, I would assume.
Could be like do upper mines, come back, do Chozo fully backwards. Or do you think Lucarius is gonna do I think that makes more sense. Go to mines, do mines, and then come back and then do Chozo fully backwards. Yeah, it looks like that's what's probably gonna happen. Yeah.
You know, I actually like that because there's a save station pretty close to Magma Pool that you can save warp from.
Yeah.
Over in Gathering Hallowoods.
And maybe Lucarius isn't comfortable with the dash, and we are looking for grapple, which is a nice little touch, I think.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable with the dash, even if you don't get grapple, you get a save on the way there.
Yeah.
So that's another possibility.
I don't know about going. I don't know about Bellows route here. That's a lot of elevators. We're taking.
Yeah, I'm not the
We
biggest
could-
fan. One of the biggest things one of my mentors taught me is skip as many elevators as you can.
Yeah.
Each one is
I
like
feel
30 seconds long.
Yeah, it's like 25, 30 seconds or something like that.
Yeah. And save warps are free.
And speedrunners haven't really optimized for it because they're using game time. so we don't actually know like how routes differ based on like how many elevators you do. Right? Those timings just haven't really been done that much, so we don't have good info on it. On when it's a good idea, when it's a bad idea, etc., etc. Because they just haven't done the timings. Also, it'd be kind of variable because load times I think are different per console, but I don't know by how much.
Yeah, I think this is literally going to come down to bar skip, by the way.
Yep.
Because if Bello spends a long time on bar skip and Lucarius either opts to skip it or gets it, or maybe neither of them try to skip it. I imagine both of them will go for bar skip. I'd be surprised if they both didn't at least try it.
Oh, you know we didn't consider going through Farchozo. The ghost fight. Of course, this might actually just be a better idea. Completely forgot about the ghost fight and
They do have supers, so it would have been pretty quick.
yeah.
Yeah, Lucarius is going to opt to get the Magma Pool stuff later, looks like. So there we go, bar skip time. Bello does currently have the lead with a couple more artifacts with Magma Pool already being done, but like we said earlier, it's not over till it's over. Bello's going to pick up these two at Life Grove, and then it's going to be a battle of bar skip.
You either do this or you go to workstation to mines that way, or God forbid, you do frigate. which
Yeah.
is a lot. That's a lot.
Lucarius does get it, by the way.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, the workstation path is very slow.
Yeah.
And you have to go through lower mines as well.
And those are some, and there are some slow elevators in there too. So it's not just, if you look at a map, it seems like it might be okay, but those elevators can be really slow. Oh, I like this phase on suit color from Bella.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a purple-pink enjoyer.
This is gonna be very close to the point where it might actually come down to final bosses.
No bar skip. Oh yeah, okay. I was looking. This is crazy. Bella turned around there for a second.
I was gonna say, if Bella didn't go for bar skip, that would actually even things up. Oh, very nice technique from Bello. Might actually get this very quickly. There's one there that looked like it almost went through.
And charging boosts, it helps once you get to the top sometimes.
Is Lucarius taking the long way?
No,
Is
you
there an
need to
artifact I forgot about?
store Jeep way, right? This is the room of
Oh,
storage.
yep.
Yeah.
I already forgot.
Yeah. Storage Depot B is the grapple one. Storage Depot A is the flamethrower one, I think.
My goldfish brain is taking over again, and I forgot the room
Here's
order.
bar skip.
Nice, alright.
Checking artifacts again. No, okay. Just confirming. A sanity check that we have one left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucarius getting a lucky PB drop. Don't know if they need it though, because they've already got the thing open, so they just need to shoot this and then save warp. Oh, they want it. Oh, never mind. They probably want it for magma pool. So they're not going to refill it ship quite yet.
Yeah.
Man, this is so close. Okay, so
Yeah.
Lucarius just needs to go get the last two artifacts, magma pool, final bosses. Whereas Bello just needs to grab this storage depot A and then go straight to final bosses.
What do you think is faster getting out of Magma Pool here? Do you think going for a save warp or just going straight?
I think save warp.
Save warp, probably?
Yeah. Only because of the elevator.
Yeah.
He's going, I think it's like, what, 3 rooms? Just to hit the save warp, go straight to ship.
I mean, I have no idea. This is... It could come down to XORNG, it could come down to... I have no idea. Another close race.
Yeah. Bello definitely has the edge.
Yeah, I think so.
Who knows, Ridley might dash 37 times.
Mm-hmm. Less likely if they do the setup at the wall. But...
Oh, man, this is going to be so close.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, just...
I'd say Lucarius is probably a minute and a half out?
Yeah.
Or Bello will probably save up in the next 30 seconds.
Closest one is Gathering Hall save station, right?
Yes. Oh, I'm sure 37 dashes has happened before. Ridley's not very nice.
Oh, we're doing this new setup with where you fully scan it and then, yep, there it is. Nice.
Oh, this is gonna be really close.
Yeah.
So Bello's save warping the same time Lucarius grabs the last artifact.
Messes up with the dash, but that's not a big deal. We got gravity. Almost got the ship dash. Gaming. We're gaming in the beginner tournament.
That's crazy. Bello's terrifying. The 37 wasn't a reference for me anyway. It was just a random number. I did not know that actually. Thanks for the lore tip, Adraxis. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna actually switch the audio back over. Bello is on final bosses. Lucarius directly behind.
Yeah, it's about a minute behind. Lucarius not going for the ship dash. It's a bit slow.
Bello going for like a yellow.
No, I think it's just waiting.
Messing around. Okay.
But are they gonna sit in the corner though? Oh, they got it, I think.
Oh, they did.
All right, back to the corner we go.
I haven't seen that used. That's interesting.
Oh, I think doing it this way makes Ridley land in the middle, so probably not ideal, but that's fine.
Yeah, not my favorite.
And there's the dashing. Here it begins. Yep.
Oh no, dude.
Yep. You called it. Don't
Yeah, knowing how,
there it is.
knowing how to interrupt dashes is really, really important. There's a strat that I learned called like a no lock-on strat, which is very consistent with getting the interrupts. But not too bad. Bello's just to be able to finish Ridley ahead of Lucarius.
Then it's 5 P shots, and then unless they want to do the super strat, which it seems like they're probably going to do. Yep, super strat.
Boosting is better flyby is better. GG. Gotcha.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Audrey.
Lucarius just needs one more phase on Meta Ridley. Getting dashes though.
More likely to dash in later phases, right? Kind of feels like it. Just play it casually.
I've never been able to pin it down, to be honest. Alright, Lucarius done with Ridley, but Bello is already on Exo.
Yeah. What's the missile count? That looks like it's hard to read with the
58 with that first
58?
super shot.
And then for Lucarius, boy howdy, the stream, you guys weren't kidding. I cannot read that at all.
Lucarius has missiles. It looks like 50, 61, 51? It's gotta be 51. There's no way they're at 61 out of 75 after Ridley.
That should be enough for a healthy amount of supers and ice spreaders.
Yeah. Well, if Exo throws balls at you, you might get a couple extra packs of missiles.
Where were the visors?
Guess we'll find out.
Any ideas where they could be? They can't be.
I'd say lower mines, just to troll.
Frankly, I'm shocked that Phazon wasn't in mines, as is tradition.
Very good from Bello so far, by the way. Getting the turnaround super. Oh, ice skip as well, sweater. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, this Exo from Bello's been very good. This race is so close. Bello's only like a couple sub chambers ahead of Lucarius.
Oh man, might come down to how they deal with the visorless essence.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucarius has 50 missiles right now. So if Lucarius gets some luck on Exo and is able to skip more wave cycles, obviously not here because unfortunately it has wave cycle, might do a little catching up. Spello's down to 25 already, which honestly, or 16 already, which is very comfy, but that's like a spreader and 1 super or 3 supers.
Hopefully we can skip this phase before they have to spend more missiles on those balls. Yep, okay, good.
Alright, final sub-chamber for Bello. Nice. Nice power shots. Lucarius entering sub-chamber 3. So Bello maintaining the lead, it looks like. About the same amount of time.
Oh, a missile drop.
2 of them!
2? Oh my god. Imagine. No.
We'll see what phases Bello gets, because they just had power cycle, so...
Power again.
Power into ice. This is good, because if it stays ice, you can get the... Oh, and back to power.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Misses the skip, yeah. Can still get the ice better shot, though, as
Oh
long
my
as
god, the recoil. The aim.
Yeah!
My favorite mechanic.
Alright,
But
Bello
no.
is done with Exo. This whole race was so close.
Yeah.
Alright, Fireless Essence for both players. Starting with Bello.
Minor ones, alas. For the
This
most
can be a
part.
weird one to practice, so let's see how well practiced they're both at it.
Well, minor, just sort of not huge route divergences. It wasn't like they had different items for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think Lucarius will end up having picked up a couple more items, but that's about it.
Trying to pool cancel, wow. Attack cancel, yeah, pool cancel. Oh my. Bolt.
Bello, what are you smoking? That's crazy.
Yeah,
They were actually getting it too, that was really good.
yeah. Looks like Lucarius is about a minute and 10, 20 seconds behind. I think Essence started at 59 minutes flat. Oh. Starting to think Bello's gonna win this so far.
I think
Unless
so
it's a
too.
complete disaster with Essence.
I mean, this is a lot. Even if you're good at it, Viseless Essence can just be a giant luck gamble. Because so far we're 2 cycles down, and Essence has barely taken anything, unfortunately.
Do you think it's just better to hedge your bets and just dump the whole pool if you find Essence?
That's
Rather than-
typically what I do. If I can get clean shots, I just dump it because I'm not confident in trying to get the interrupts.
Yeah.
But if you practice it out and you can get it, I think my understanding is if you don't have the correct visor up, it's trickier because Essence moves faster with the incorrect visor on.
Oh.
Don't quote me on that though.
Okay, you should probably attack cancel if you guarantee it. That's probably a good
Yeah.
idea, so probably not burn the whole pool, but at least
Lucarius having a very good visorless first phase though.
yeah.
Bello getting one as well. Bello will be going into a combat visor phase after this, so there'll be some guaranteed damage. Oh, Adrax is dropping some good knowledge. So since you don't have a lock-on without visor, the beam spreads out and you don't get as good damage.
And Lucarius using the scan visor to find Essence. And does find him. Oh, loses a little bit. But gets the lock on again. This is
so close.
so close.
I think what this comes down to is even if they don't get good damage, being able to skip to the visible phase to get good damage in. Yeah, like Lucarius is doing right now. So I don't think Bello can kill here.
Cool and attack canceling.
Yeah.
That was good.
Bello gets it.
GG.
GG's. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Lucarius kept that super close. If Bello didn't get that cycle, Lucarius might have swung up and grabbed it. GG's. Fantastic race.
Both of them did good pull canceling and attack canceling.
Speaking of, hello Bello, GG's.
GG's. Wow.
I don't know if you realized how close that was, but you're both on Essence.
Yeah, Jay told me a bit before, right after I finished. Wow. Not gonna lie, I was kind of stressed out after that pool skip that had no place to take place. Like,
yeah,
Essence had no one pool skipping me there. I was on the route. I demand a refund for my 20-year-old game.
But very well played. We were pretty much gushing on your movement the whole seed, so very well done.
Really?
Yeah, it was very good.
I've had some shortcomings here and there. Courtyard. Sorry, I didn't hear that. But other than that, yeah, I've had some good B hops here and there. Gotta say. Wow.
I think it came down to a lot of minor route decisions, actually.
Yeah, I guess.
Like a few cases where like a dash was missed.
Yeah.
Like, the one I can think of that was a big deal was in Far Fen. The Hunter Cave.
Frost Cave. Frost Cave?
Maybe.
Yeah, both Frost Cave and Far Fen, like the actual final room before Security Cave, both your movement was faster.
You mean Lucarius's movement? Or my movement? Because I kind of messed up in those rooms.
You were still faster.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I think Lucarius like fell down and had to climb back up, then do the dash again and stuff like that.
Well, I also fell down.
Oh, okay. Maybe we're just confusing. It was a very hectic race. We were like struggling to reach which
Yeah.
We're like, how do you route this? Like, why are there so many options? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we got Lucarius in the booth as well. GG's,
Yeah.
Lucarius.
GG's.
Hello. GG's.
One hell of a race.
Oh yeah. Gotta say. Wow. I'm at a loss for words, so I'll let you take it away from here, Lucarius.
Kind of me too. I mean, very straightforward race, and
yeah.
I mean, coming into this match, I knew that Bello was really, really, really good, so I expected to lose by a good like 10-20 minutes. So to have it this close, I'm really, really happy actually.
Yeah, wow.
So first question I want to ask, one of the biggest route points was when you got to Fen and saw where Wavas was, you knew where Spider was, and you knew, I think, Bello at that point, you knew where Supers were because you passed through Vault.
Yes.
What was going through your mind at that point? Because that was kind of a pivotal point.
I wanted to go back as fast as possible, but Jay recommended I did Ice Ruins West and Fen Canyon first, in the off chance that Boost Ball was there, which made sense. So I did do that before I save word, but after that, yeah, I literally just rushed to Supers, got Spider, went back to Magmore, got the TTB artifact, and checking Root Cave on the occasion, getting Phase on Suit on the way, which was a nice find. And yeah.
Thermal Visor Vent Shaft, Extra Visor Elder Chamber.
Oh.
And Grapple Beam Quarantine Cave.
Grapple on Thartus, nice.
Okay,
lovely.
Just answering something that chat was asking, because those were the only items that I think we were missing.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
So we were questioning why we were wondering why go clean up Fen Canyon and Ice Ruins West, because we thought it didn't matter what the item was there, you'd have to come back and get it anyway afterwards. Did you guys think, like how would have getting boost there changed your route? You'd still have to go back to Chozo to get
Just faster movement, I think.
Yeah, just faster movement. Yeah,
just faster
basically.
movement? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys didn't have boost ball at that point, so I had not considered that. I was trying to think if maybe it was like a check for Ice Beam or something.
And we
Well, to be
completely
fair,
missed it when Lucarius found Boost Ball in Chapel. So we didn't realize until
right.
we were like, why is Lucarius going back to Chapel? They already checked this, but Boost Ball was there.
Oh, did you lockpick Chapel of the Others?
Oh yeah, we wanted to ask about that too.
No.
They didn't.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I've never even attempted it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, right.
Fair enough.
I was trying to decide if maybe you learned it but didn't save before, so like that can be kind of a sketch thing going in there and getting soft locked if you haven't saved recently.
That too,
Yeah.
yeah. I also hadn't saved in quite a while, so yeah. I guess. But
I guess
yeah.
another
So
question.
you guys ended up checking. What was it? Vault early. How did that happen? You guys just went
They
out of your
went-
way for it?
They went to Magmore via Lava Lake.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
And I think that maybe was a better decision, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
because we had
sense.
main
Just
PBs.
a minor route difference, but it
Yeah.
saved a little bit of time in backtracking.
I think
It
the
makes-
thing that made it weird though was where Bombs was. If Bombs was like an early
Yeah.
Magmore, that would have really messed things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thankfully, PBs are a good enough substitution for the time being, so...
Yeah.
And then and then you guys differed on how you did artifact cleanup.
Really?
Bello did early Chozo, then went to Life Grove via the
yep.
via Frigate
By
Crash.
Frigate Crash Site, yeah. And then I kind of choked on bar skip.
You both
just
choked
kept-
on Garcia below. It's fine.
Yeah, I kept almost getting it. I kept almost getting it, but not quite there. This
I
was...
think
I think
it
you
was
guys
like
both
your
did fine.
second jump that you just like barely didn't make it in. I was like, oh
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt the whole way in. Like, please, Samus, get in the hole.
And then I believe Lucarius, you did verse. You did Life Grove, Mines, Save Warp, Chozo.
Yes.
Is that correct?
I think so too.
Is there any? Do you guys, in retrospect, do you guys think one is better than the other? Otherwise, you were in the exact same spot, right? It was just that. It wasn't like one route was closer to where you guys were.
Not gonna lie, I was just following what my mentor was saying, but
Kind
I
of
think
same.
it made sense. What the either was probably about as fast.
Yeah, I think too. Either route decisions were pretty much equivalent. I feel like in terms of time spent.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell a difference just at a
Yeah.
distance. There would have to be some sort of timing video, which I don't.
If
Yeah.
if there is a difference, it's probably like very minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for you guys to go through Vault to Lava Lake, we went through Root Cave because we were like, okay, we don't know what's there, so might as well pick that up on the way.
Yeah,
especially with
and,
Plasma and Intel already.
Yeah, and lo and behold, Phase on suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I will say the two big sticklers for the race in general was going to Root Cave early Lucarius and getting that artifact when you probably could have swung by later to grab that. I don't know if you had checked artifacts at that point.
I said that to my mentor. I was like, why are we grabbing
Yeah.
this now, actually?
The other big thing was just Farfen movement. You guys were in the same room. You guys were in Frost Cave at the same time, and I think you got hung up a little bit, Lucarius.
Oh, yeah, I choked that room.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little reposition on the branch there gave me some.
Oh,
unfortunate
yeah.
movements.
Those are the two ones that
That's,
stuck out to us, but it wasn't. I don't think it made up an entire minute, especially considering that you guys caught up with each other. So it probably just fluctuated throughout the entire race. But those are the two ones that we remember at least.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna rewatch that, because
Yeah, probably so too.
The two races today were awesome, by the way. Like, if you guys missed the first race of today between oh goodness, I'm forgetting their names again.
it was 10 a.m. EDT, I think.
Yes, they were. It was the Hammer versus Rinchun.
Oh,
And
right.
Jay and I were commentating, and it was a J seed. Oh
Ah,
boy, howdy! It was a J seed.
nice.
It was one of his
Also-
better ones. Boy,
Also,
howdy.
speaking of the seed, can we just talk about the seed hash real quick?
Oh, yeah, true.
We were talking about it at the start. Transport weed sack.
Yeah, shoutouts to Reed Whaley for gifting us with this fantastic seed hash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
or
hash I've
also
ever seen.
called Weed Rayleigh.
Really? Yeah, this is definitely probably my favorite race of the tournament. It was back and forth the whole time. Couldn't really tell who was in the lead, and then there was a
Yeah,
clear
it-
lead, and then it would
Not gonna lie,
switch.
that's even closer than against Cestrion too, and that was like already really close.
Mhm. There was at one point where I think Bello, you got a little hung up on Ridley with the dashes, and I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I made the poor decision of trying the RTA time save strat in the
Yes.
speedrun, and in doing that, but couldn't get. The consequence of that is that Ridley will always land in the center.
Yep.
So I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm thinking, oh, it's RTA strat, so this will save me time in the race, right? Right?
No,
Wrong.
no.
Loud incorrect buzzer.
Mm.
But yeah, this was, I think, the final race of the week, except for one async that will be going on off stream. So we only have
Yeah.
one leak left of the actual mentor side of it before bracket stage. Do you guys have any closing thoughts on sort of like the group stage before you go into your last match?
Well,
Wait, last match? Is it only 5 rounds?
yes.
I believe it's only 5.
Oh, okay. I was thinking 6 from the main tourneys. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll probably we might just cross paths again in the brackets, Lucarius.
I'm not sure. We might, yeah. Not sure how
Yeah.
many wins you need to be top 8 in this, but there's a pretty decent chance, yeah.
You guys were
Yeah.
undefeated, so up until this
for-
point, so.
Yeah, from now, yes. I think my next opponent is going to be Ivy, I think.
Yep,
Since
you two are the last 2 undefeated players.
oh,
That'll
that's
be
gonna
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that one for sure.
Yeah.
That's one to come out for.
I
Lucarius?
am
Lucarius,
go ahead.
you have kind of a mixed bag because there's a lot of 3-1 players, but I would be pretty excited if you went up against either Cestrion or Hax.
Yes, I want to play one of them so badly. In all of the tourneys where we play, we always end up in positions where we can play each other, and I've never gotten him, I think. It's just, give me Cestrion, man. Come on. Randomizer do it.
Because it's
And
Swiss,
Hack's
it's
really good,
randomized triple elimination, right? That's all.
Uh,
That's
I
all the
think
Swiss
bracket's
works?
double elimination?
Oh,
Yeah, I
we're
think
talking about
bracket
brackets now.
is,
I thought we were talking about Swiss.
no,
No, for
Swiss. I
Swiss-
don't. There's no elimination. I think.
Yep. I think it's used for seedings though for the bracket stage. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
you're-
the case.
Okay, so you're either gonna get who is it, Cestron, or what was the other one?
Uh,
Oh,
They have
yeah.
the same records, right? That's how Swiss works, right? People with the same records play each other.
Yeah,
I
we've
think
got
so.
like 7 people that are 3-1 though.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just because of
So
how
we
it
will
worked,
pray
yeah.
for Cestron.
Yeah.
We will pray for Pod W Suit Man.
A W, but prime.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think like Arbor Chamber is the Pod W of Prime because it's a room that's relatively early accessible, but you kind of need a few things to check it, and if it's important, well, it's really good, and there are also ways to skip a few requirements. So I feel like the pod W of Prime 1 is Arbor Chamber.
Maybe how about Upper Furnace? What do you think about Upper? That's kind of pod W-ish. I mean, it is only skippable with space jump, but when you think of all the things that you require for it.
Yeah, but also the bomb jump is very yucky.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just got an update, by the way. There is one more race happening today. Is not an async. It'll be happening in roughly. Let's see here. It's gonna be 5 p.m. EST. So that's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go.
You guys have any final thoughts on the race? I thought it was an awesome race.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. That was
Jet Seed too.
so
Yeah,
close.
it was pretty fast.
Jet
speed.
Seed, yeah, like
Yeah.
what, 2 minutes, like apart from each other. Last week it was 3. Looking forward to having like just a 1 minute gap with Ivy next week. Yeah, I'm totally
So,
not
yeah.
stressed about it.
Hey, you got this, man. You got this. And yeah, nice breath of fresh air here, because I think the first 3 seeds I've played have been absolute utter garbage. So it's just
Yeah,
a
tell me
nice,
about it.
smooth seed this time.
So very well
Yeah.
played. Very good job. Thank you to Raylan for also doing tracking. Appreciate it. Make sure to follow our runners. I don't remember what the commands are for that in Twitch, but if someone wants to hit those for me. Yep. Thanks. Someone's already on it. Yeah, we got one more race today. They'll be end of this week. Keep an eye on that. And then one more round of Swiss before bracket stage. So pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any closing thoughts?
Thank you to our commentators for providing absolutely awesome commentary for us. Much appreciated. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I love doing this stuff. But yeah, thank you very much, and see you all next mission.
Indeed.
Bye bye.
See you all next mission.
See you next mission.